So, in previous episode, Kang Ho Young protected Hongju from shedding tears in front of her ex-boyfriend Junho. He held her hand tightly and take her from there. When they were alone and Junho already left, Lee Hongju wanted to avoid the fact before Kang Ho Young, and he also didn't force her to tell him anything. After all this incident, Lee Hongju returned to her office and there she requested her manager to cancel the project with Junho. But her manager totally denied it, so she had to work with him. Anyway, here Kang Ho Young also returned to his office and there he got to know the name of Hongju's ex-boyfriend from his uncle. When Kang Ho Young listened that he was that Bang Joon-ho from 10 years before and for whom he helped Lee Hong-joo to get closer of him. I think I should explain here a little for my dear listeners. Okay. Actually, as you know, Lee Hong-joo used to be a big fan of romantic storybook and his favorite writer was Bang Joon-ho. So Lee Hong-joo was dying to see him in person and our Kang Ho-young helped her to get closer of him. Yes, you heard it right. Kang Ho-young even cancelled his math interview in Seoul for her because he wanted to join her on the way to see Junho. Yes, apparently Junho was serving in military and Lee Hong-joo somehow knew where his base was. So she skipped the school and went there, and Kang Ho Young, instead of going to Seoul for math competition, he followed Lee Hong-joo. That Junho isn't there on that time. So with a disappointed mind, they even missed the last bus of that day while coming back to home. And accidentally they even fall in a drain which was under construction and they even spent the whole night inside that drain until the next day someone came and rescued them. So after 10 years, when Kang Ho Young got to know he did all these things just for this guy who dumped Lee Hong-joo, he was just bursting with anger. Whatever, in the evening on that day, Kang Ho Young and Lee Hong-joo had a fight while having a group dinner with Heiji. And the next day was the day when Kang Ho Young was going back to USA. As he was supposed to going back within 1 week, he keeps postponed the date to meet Hongju. But today he was ready to go. When he was on the way to airport, received a call from Heiji that Lee Hongju faced a car accident and she is now in hospital. After hearing that, Kang Ho Young take a U-turn and ran to hospital. And the craziness in his eye for her was telling everything that how much he loves her. He arrived at the hospital, claimed himself as her guardian and sat beside her bed. He was holding her hand as he was silently telling her, "Hongju, don't worry, I am here with you." When Hongju wake up, she was insisting him to go back to the airport and she also don't need any treatment, is also going to home. And that moment Kang Ho Young didn't able to suppress his feeling anymore and just told her, "Stop telling me to go. I'm not going anywhere." And he hold her hand, keep it over his chest and let her to feel his unstoppable heartbeat for her. And asked her, "Do you still think it's nothing?" And that's how the episode 3 ended.